Hello once again, this is Uncle Jimmy with Jimmy's Train Station and Travel Adventures, and today I brought my family to Wild, Florida. It's near St. Cloud, Florida, and it's a airboat ride into the swamp for an hour, and they serve you lunch. So you get a lunch, a little small lunch like pulled pork sandwich, chips, and a soda, or you can get a hamburger, things like that. And it also has a animal park, a small animal park, and a safari. We're not doing the drive-through safari today, but we are going to the animal park, which has different animal experiences you can do. I'm paying for my kids to pet a cabrero. It's like the giant, biggest rodent in the world. It's like a giant guinea pig, as I would explain it. And we'll see alligators today, and out in the swamp, and different creatures. So join us on this adventure as we do Wild, Florida, near St. Cloud, Florida. Follow us. So we are in the gift shop now, and check out this albino alligator. He's pretty cool.
The other side
He's sinking. He's going under the water.
Yeah, they have two fish in there too.
He's pretty cool. We get to hold an alligator too today. One about this size. They got
because they got a
stuffed animal
out there.
Shirts, different things. Alligator feet. Got a little bit of everything in here. Stuffed animals, toys, knickknacks, souvenir knives, and sunglasses. You can buy the alligator heads, like the little one I got at home. Got a great big one too. They're probably a little more pricey for the bigger ones. Up there shows what we're going to be doing out in the swamp in the boat ride. It's going to be awesome. Necklaces and bracelets and t-shirts. Sloths. Alright, so join us on this adventure. We're going to go out and start checking out the animal park. I know they have like alligator wrestling, a snake encounter with a python, and the kids are actually going to do cabrero today. It's like a giant rodent, and pet it and feed it. And that was $100 I paid for their two experiences with the kids. Figured they wanted to do it, so I went ahead and paid for it. So this size alligator head's like $49. That's not bad. The bigger ones are going to be a lot more expensive. And they got stuffed animals and little figures, and they also have a drive-through safari, but we're not going to do it today. We're just not going to have enough time in the day to do it all. But join us on this adventure. So getting ready to enter the animal park. Here's a Chop House Grill. It's where we're going to be having our lunch. And the lunch menu is on our badges here, kids. It tells you what you can have. You get a choice one menu: pulled pork, chicken tenders, a wrap, a hot dog, or a cheeseburger. Plus I think you get like chips and a drink with it. Kids will probably get chicken tenders. My wife probably get pulled pork, and I'll get the cheeseburger if I'm not mistaken. That's probably what it'll be. So out there's a swamp in the distance where we're going to be taking our airboat ride.
They fight alligators at the picnic center.
So again, it's called Wild, Florida. And like it's an hour south of Orlando near St. Cloud, Florida. There's the website, www.wildfloridaairboats.com, and the telephone number there, 407-957-3135, in case you're in the area sometime.
That's just how much it costs.
That way you can order tickets online also. So we'll just walk through and check everything out.
Grandma and Grandpa want to take a sail in the rocking place.
Yeah, it's like a petting zoo, animal experiences and encounters.
Oh my goodness, they have birds.
We got some exotic parrots. The macaw.
Do not touch birds. They may bite. Bite.
Wow. Say hi, bird. No. Down.
Just stand right there.
Say hi, birds. Good job. All right, let's go look at the next animal.
Red one over there, he's pretty.
Yeah.
This way. Okay.
See if we can get a closer look. There we go. We'll get a closer look at this red one here. Hello. Hello. Trying to get him to talk. Hello. Hello.
Do you see the green one over there?
Good boy. Good boy. Hello.
Pretty boy?
Pretty boy.
Pretty boy?
Pretty boy. Trying to get him to talk to us. Hello.
There's a green one over there. Are these the talking parrots? Are these?
Yeah, they talk. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I thought it was a big white fluffy bird.
They talk too. Them are called cockatoos.
That one.
They can be stubborn though sometimes and not want to talk.
Those white birds, they're always at the zoo and they go, hello! In the
Yeah.
back of the zoo. It's like,
Ooh, a panther.
oh wow.
Want to see a panther for us? Florida panther?
It's like that Marvel movie. Isn't that a Marvel movie? I think? Black Panther? Yeah.
Oh, he's moving around now. Look.
I don't know where he's at.
It's right there.
You're okay. You're not allowed to go in there. Not what I thought. The animal can bite you.
Laying back here in the underneath there, getting in the shade.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
critically endangered.
He's just laying there in the shade, taking it easy.
We're always chilling. I want to have a life like
There any alligators in here?
The crocodile? Look.
Crocodile?
You see him? He's on the edge.
There's a saltwater crocodile. He's a little one. We'll go to the side and take a look at him.
Saltwater is supposed to be like huge.
Where's the baby?
Where's this one?
Come here. Nope. Over here. No, he's been playing there.
You don't see the one in here, but the other one's right over there.
Oh yeah.
He's just a little fella. Right here's the
Let's go look
saltwater.
at the animal.
They get a lot.
I don't know where that
Well,
one
they
is.
get a lot bigger up here. That's
He's
just
probably
big.
back here in the shade somewhere. Make our way this way. It's a big park. Bigger than I thought.
Hand in the water.
Here's one up here. Big one.
He's sleeping underwater.
There.
He's in the water.
Look at this one.
Wow.
Under the water.
He's a professional.
Yeah, look at
What is that?
And there's another crocodile.
Alligator.
How big this
So follow us on this adventure.
I'm gonna
Pretty
name
boy.
him Rainbow because he looks
Pretty
like
boy?
a rainbow.
Huh? Can you say pretty boy?
Father, I don't think these ones talk.
That one might, the red one.
He's just sitting there taking it all in.
He's so cute. I like
It's an
this one.
Avery here that you can go in later when it's open, and they'll give you those little sticks with the bird feed on it so you can feed them. They'll land on
Father,
you.
can we come back later and do this? Can we?
Yeah, it probably ain't that much, Eppy.
Woohoo! We can do it!
I think they had a lot of pheasants in here too.
Pretty bird.
What? Oh, yeah.
I think they got pheasants in there.
All right, we'll go down here and see what else there is. I think there's a bigger alligator right over here. Yeah, he's a big gator.
There's a sign right there.
They got one,
Not touching
Chopper is his name or something. This might be him. The one they do the show with. This is him.
He's huge.
He's pretty big. That's Chopper right there.
He's a show star.
Sitting there taking it easy in the pool. Keeping cool.
He's got a nice leg.
Out of the sun.
Wish I was in a pool right
He's
now.
a big boy.
It's hot out here.
All right, we'll continue on and see what else we can see. 11 and 3:45. If we watch this show, we'll have to see it at 3:45 if we're still here.
Why?
Because we won't be doing the 11. We're going to do the other animal encounter at 10:30. So this is where we feed the gators.
It's so big. Oh my god.
We get gator food. I'll show you.
Do you feed them right here?
It's right there beside him. He got it.
Eat the turd.
That's what it looks like. Here, buddy, you want one? They're quick at chomping on that, aren't they? They're over here. I got one more to go in the back here. Look, this one's coming in. He knows I got food like a dog. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Look, I'm calling this one in, Forbes. Come and get it. It's right there beside you. There you go. Like feeding dogs, ain't it? Some big gators right there, boy. Hope you're enjoying this adventure. If you're watching this, please subscribe to my channel. Give it a thumbs up. Feel free to leave comments, suggestions of other things you'd like to see in the future. Here soon, we're going to be doing an animal show, exotic animal show. So join us for that. And we're going to end up doing a airboat ride out into the swamp. And the kids are going to have a close-up encounter with a giant rodent. So join us on the adventure. Follow me.
Who knows what this is? Go ahead. It's a snake, right? What type of snake? What species?
Python?
No, very close guess. A boa constrictor. I heard somebody say it. Okay, so if you said python, you're very close. The only difference is that pythons, when they reproduce, they form a nest and they lay eggs. But boas, like this snake here, when they reproduce, they give birth to live baby snakes. No eggs in the process. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put her on the ground. She wants to climb down off of me. I'm not a very comfortable branch, I guess, but we'll let her just stretch out and do whatever she wants. All right, now, if she makes her way over to you, congrats, you'll get a better look at her. All right, so people always ask, is it feeding day? Is it feeding day? Ironically, yes, it is feeding day for Red here. So at 6 o'clock, she'll be getting a little rabbit. All right, but we'll talk a little bit about her. All right, so again, this is a boa constrictor, native to Central and South America. In their native range, you can get a very wide variety of nicknames, one of them being the red-tailed boa. So look towards the snake's tail, very dark red in color. We have one with an orange tail. We have one with a black tail. The tail is always just discolored for an important purpose. They use that tail to bring food right to their face. And I know that sounds a little weird, but it's called caudal luring. So this is a ambush predator. They don't go actively on the hunt on the forest floor looking for something to eat. They sit in the same exact spot waiting for food to cross their path, and sometimes they could be waiting for weeks or even months. So they want to speed this up a little. They'll use that discolored tail. They can hide their body, whether it's under leaf litter or even up in the branches, up in a tree, at the very top of a tree, but they'll expose that tail and make it very obvious on purpose. They'll stick it out and they'll wiggle it around just like this. All right, now a bird of prey is going to see that, and they think they're looking at a little baby snake, only the size of the end of that colored tail there. So that bird of prey is going to fly in with confidence. They're going to land right on the tail with their talons. They think they caught a meal, and by the time they realize how big that snake really is, it is far too late. The boa strikes very fast and very accurately, and because they're non-venomous, it is not just enough to bite that bird. They have to use all that muscle going down their body to wrap around in what's called, I'm sure you're aware of, constriction. They squeeze their prey and then they swallow it whole. Their teeth are not designed like ours to cut pieces of food and chew them up. Their teeth are designed like fishing hooks. They recurve backwards to hold an animal in place during that process of constriction. They cannot afford to lose a meal. If they miss a chance to eat, it could be months again before food is readily available. So they have to be very fast and very accurate with that strike. Now, this snake is not done growing. The females, and she is, can get about 16 feet long. So this snake will still get way bigger than this. The males, on the other hand, will stop growing right around this size. The girls have to get way bigger because they're looking to have babies every single year. And a female this size could have maybe 20, 30 babies. But, you know, if you're talking full-grown 17-foot boa constrictor, she can have 80, 90, 100 live baby snakes in a single birthing. So, depending on the size of that female, depending on how many babies she'll have that year, in order to bounce back and get her body condition back to a healthy weight after giving birth, she'll usually catch something much larger than a bird or an iguana, something more closely in size of a deer, in order to get her body condition back up to where it needs to be. All right, now we'll talk real quick about snake safety, and then we'll put her away. People ask often, you know, when you...
Right, we're going into the bird aviary to feed the birds. Just hold it out and they'll land on it. Here we go. One.
I want to pet it. Come over here, buddy.
There he goes, look. Look, Forrest.
Aww. Forrest, look, I got a Pikachu bird.
Forrest, I got a green one.
Here, I need to put it out of you and I'll put it.
Oh, they're fighting over it.
It's okay.
Look, Jenny.
Look.
Ooh, he's gonna land on me.
Oh my God, Effie,
That's my finger.
Effie, hold. Effie.
Don't think you're gonna get much out of my finger.
Effie, I'm gonna need help here. I got this one.
Oh no, Forrest got too many.
This is one of my...
Watch it on the ground because you don't want to step on them.
Don't back up.
Mama, look.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I can't even move. God.
Look here, Papa.
Dude, I got Pikachu ones. Ow, 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 ow. It was on my finger.
That one was sitting on my finger for a minute. Look, these two are sharing.
Oh no.
My finger, Mama. Effie, help. Effie,
Put your stick over there and help her.
Effie, help.
Put your stick over there and help her.
Effie. Somebody land on my finger.
Come on, come on. Get up here,
Effie,
come on.
help me.
Trying to get him to fly up, but he won't do it.
Like that way. Help here.
There you go.
I need help.
Get another one.
Effie. I can't help you, bro. Just move your stick away. Then you're gonna
Look.
fly on me.
Look, I got two of them on me. He's sitting on my finger. Look, that be his big one.
I had one like that on my finger a little bit ago too. I'll help you if you want help.
If you
See
try your
this?
stick, there's someone
Forbes,
outside.
look at my buddy.
Yeah.
Sitting on my fingers. You want to try, Jenny?
No, it's alright.
Here, I'll put him there.
God, dude. Pikachu.
There you go. You-
No, you feed them.
No, you take a turn. It's all right.
Bye, buddy.
It's fun. Let my wife take a turn. Don't land on your hands sometimes.
More crowd there.
All right, follow us as we continue on this adventure.
Stick it on for
So my
now.
daughter's going to film me feeding the little gator with the fishing pole. My son's
We did a
sticking on there
combo.
for me.
We did a combo for 25 bucks. We get 7 hot dog pieces, and this little fishing rod here is one of the things in the combo, and then we feed these little alligators. So there's 7 in there, so Father's gonna do one first.
Come up there and film.
He's feeding them a hot dog.
He looks like he wants one.
You can get to the combo. You can get 3 bags
Oh,
of
one.
potatoes, a big hot dog. 7 pieces.
Yeah, he lost the hot dog. They're aggressive. Here you go. I'll film you guys. Here's a.
Find it.
And it's $25 for all that.
Hey,
Missing?
put your little hot dog on there. And
First stick is like $5 and
here, you want me to grab you a piece? Help them out here. They're aggressive little fellers. There you go. So you just stick it on the ends here like that.
Like I'm really fishing.
My daughter's going to do it.
Woohoo!
Ooh, he's aggressive.
He
Look
got
at
the
that.
thing in.
He got it.
Can you
Oh,
get
he
off
didn't
the
get
thing?
it. He got it.
Woo! They are angry little fellas.
All right, well, let Forbes do one.
Alright, Forbes.
Here, let's put your hot dog on there for him. I'm filming him.
Yeah, Father's filming the whole thing. Oh.
There you go, Forbes.
I'm gonna show Omar.
Okay.
Video it.
I am.
So my son's feeding now.
Oh, look at it. Gotta put
He got it. So that's pretty cool. Get to feed a little gator. So follow us on this adventure. And here we got all the little size ones they do the fishing with the fishing pole. This guy's getting ready to do it. Show how it's done. You put the string over with the food on it, and then they grab the food off the fishing pole. Look, they know what's going on. They're ready. Look. They got it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you're filming again?
That'd be a good swimming in
I did not get you in this. That is dangerous. I do not advise that.
But ones like that one.
You hear him snap? Hear him snapping? Cool.
Curled up there, armadillos have that hard exterior for their protection. So he's using that to curl up in a ball and sleep and keep himself safe. You know, the armadillos we have here in Florida, they can only curl half of their body at a time. So if, you know, a bobcat or someone's able to flip them over, they're still pretty easily going to be able to eat that animal. Whereas this guy, he can curl into a complete ball, which makes it a little more challenging for those pests and predators to get at that soft flesh there. Alright, now if something's trying to pester him, whether it's with a beak, a claw, a paw, whatever it is, he's actually going to welcome that. He's going to open his shell up just a little bit, let them reach inside, and when they do, he's going to close his shell very fast and tight. That is going to pinch whatever's reaching inside there, and that is usually going to deter any small predators from trying to mess with him and make a meal out of him. Alright, it's not a fatal deterrent. You know, if they're going to come across a big cat in the wild, like a jaguar or something, they're still pretty easily going to be able to eat them. But their biggest threat in the wild is, of course, like all wild animals, human beings. We destroy their habitat at a very rapid rate, and we are the reason these guys are in decline. Alright, so you can see him starting to wake up a little bit, and now you're able to see those giant claws right on the front of him. He won't use those claws to fight, really, or defend himself, but what he will use those claws for is debarking trees and logs. He can take the bark right off a tree or log, and what is the purpose of that? Getting himself a meal, okay? So behind the tree bark, he's going to find worms and beetles and roaches and ants, termites, all that stuff is very high protein packed, and that is going to be his main source of food. All those small high protein insects and whatnot is going to be a big part of his diet, and in the wild they'll eat some wild grasses as well. And now he's waking up. There he is. He's got his big old claws right in the front so you can see him. And yes, he does have hair on him. He is a mammal, so I know it seems a little odd because people will assume, you know, that they look more like reptiles reptiles because they almost have scales on them and whatnot. But yes, this is a mammal. Now, because he woke up, I'm going to put him on the ground and we're going to see if he wants to run around. So if he runs over by your feet, just kind of block him with one of these from going underneath our bleachers there. And we'll see. Sometimes, don't get too excited. I sometimes put him on the ground and he goes to bed. So we'll see what he wants to do. Okay, he's gonna take a little nap there. He might smell something tasty under the board there. So these guys are very, very poor vision, all armadillos, not just this species, but they really cannot see much of what's going on around them. They rely on that great sense of smell. They put their nose to the ground, they can determine their next steps based on what they're smelling. If you live in Florida and you spend any time in the woods, you probably had armadillos walk right past you and not even realize you're there. Because again, they really can't see much, but their nose is great when it comes to picking up the smell of those bugs. So looks like he's smelling between the cracks in the wood and the floor. He probably smells lots of ants and whatnot down there, and he's looking for his next meal. So we'll go ahead and put him back on his heat pad, let him get back to his nap. Let's legally, to present an alligator to the public, you have to secure the jaws. For some reason, you know, back in the day, there's always somebody who thinks they can kiss the alligator, and those people don't have faces anymore. So it is now legal requirements to secure those jaws. No one's going to lose a finger or anything like that, but I will warn you, if you grab this alligator when I get closer, that tail is going right across your face. I can't stop it from happening. We're gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna say, I told you so. Don't grab him, okay? I'll keep you safe at this distance. So again, an American alligator here, this little guy is about 3.5, maybe pushing 4 feet long. That means he's about 3.5, maybe 4 years old. They grow 1 foot every single year until they get 6 feet long. They're not done growing at 6 feet long, but they're done growing so rapidly. After 6 feet in 6 years, they can grow maybe 1 inch every year. So if you see a huge gator, like a big 14-foot alligator, that's a very old animal. It takes them an extremely long time to get that large. All right, now here in Florida, we have a very dense alligator population because of our swampy marsh habitat. Very high density of alligators in our state. We have over 2 million. So it goes without being said, any body of water in our state, whether it's a lake, a pond, a stream, a canal, a river, they all have alligators in them. So if you cannot see through the water, if you're in some murky water, you are swimming with alligators and you are at a disadvantage, okay? It is not a good idea. Alligators are not out there trying to hunt people. We're not on the menu, but they are opportunistic. So if you got a big 12, 14-foot gator and a little kid splashing around in the puddle, what easier opportunity for a meal. All right, so be very wise when you get in the fresh water here in Florida. There's that tail. We're all at a safe distance, we're okay. All right.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
buddy.
James.
A Cotamundi.
James.
Cute little
A bunch of
Cotamundi.
kids broke the water fountain and it stayed running full blast for hours
Wow.
until the billing off.
Cutie,
Oh
cutie,
my
cutie.
God.
You're a cutie.
Look at that one back there.
Yeah,
Mommy,
you're a
can I
cutie.
have one? He's so cute. Can I have one? Yeah,
What are you doing, Goaty Goat? Say something, Goaty Goat. Want to feed him something?
they're rough for somebody.
Look, there's a piggy.
Okay, not all of it for you.
Oh my goodness.
That one will bite her too and pull it apart.
Hey.
Watch the piggy.
Be nice to the piggy.
Hey, piggy.
I'm sorry, Piggy.
Why do your goats like devour
Piggy.
them?
Piggy's hungry.
There, Piggy.
Okay, someone needs to take that goat over there.
Take that goat over there.
I want the piggy.
Or does it like go to nicely eat it? See, that one's just nicely nibbling the tail.
Look. I patted him. He let me pat him, Jenny. Look. Jenny.
What?
He let me pat him.
Get a piggy. It's down there.
So they have a little feeding farm for the kids too, to feed the goats. Then we're gonna go get our free lunch as we go check out the sloths on the way back.
There you go, buddy.
And then
Aw.
we'll take our airboat ride. So follow us on this adventure.
Little
Got the little
tiny-
squirrel monkeys here.
Little tiny.
Hey, buddy.
Baby.
He's cute.
Aw. So tiny.
Look at his little cute face.
So tiny. Oh my god. He's got yellow on his paws. It looks like he's little gloves on.
Over here's an iguana. Wherever he's at, I don't know. Oh, there he is.
It's a big old boy.
Big old boy. Whoa, look how big this iguana is. Oh my gosh, he's huge.
What we got down here?
Hello, buddy.
Sloth? Where's the sloth at? Here he is. He's being lazy. Look. He's being lazy. Hey, buddy. Hi, cutie cutie. What are you doing?
Hi.
Huh? What are you doing, cutie? Look, he's being lazy. Is you being lazy? See his little claws?
You're tickling him.
He's just being lazy, taking it easy.
Lazy little boy. He's so cute. Aww. What do his claws feel like, Father?
Like nails.
Oh. Just laying there, buddy. They're smoother than I thought they were going to be.
What are you doing, huh?
He's so cute.
Taking it easy.
He's gonna like roll off the thing.
They like to sleep a lot. You can do the
Just like me.
You can do the encounter here for $175. You get to hold him and let him hug you and stuff.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
So
but we're
follow
gonna
us
do
on this
capybaras
picture.
later.
We're getting ready to go have some lunch, and after the lunch we're doing the hour boat ride out in the swamp on the airboat, and then the kids have their encounter with the capybara, the giant rodent.
Biggest rodent in the world.
Yeah, so follow us on this adventure.
They're so junky.
They are.
They jump around so much.
Feeding time. They know when they're hungry. Thirsty, huh? He's like, where's my feed? Where's my feed? What color are them? Red lemurs?
They're like a reddish.
Oh, look, here's an anteater up here, Forbes. I think that's what it is.
He's a ninja. Look, he's a ninja. Guys, he's a ninja.
Look at this anteater, Forbes.
I don't think that's what
I think it is.
I think it's a red frog.
Is this an anteater, Forbes? What is?
These are endangered.
What are they called?
These are tree anteaters.
Okay, that's what I thought. It's a tree anteater.
They climb trees.
Ooh, they got a musky smell, don't they? Look at the sloth climbing the ceiling over here, Jenny.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, look, he's got a baby on him.
Oh my god.
You see it? Look at this sloth. He's got a baby on his belly. See it? He's riding his mommy. Cool.
Look at these things.
Got his little baby on him, don't he? He's got the baby laying on his stomach there. Yep. Taking a ride with mommy.
These things kind of look like capybara, like in the face.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I don't know if they're called wallabies.
That's a wallaby. Right? Wallaby?
Oh wait, no, that's a
No, that's a capybara, ain't it?
No,
sometimes?
it's not. That's not a capybara. Is there a sign over there?
What is it?
I don't know what for a sign.
It looks like a rodent.
It is a rodent. I'm telling you that.
I think there's other capybaras.
I think so too. I think they're baby ones. Yeah, they're capybaras. Yeah, they're baby ones.
No, they're not a capybara.
This is Harley. He's blind. He can't see, so you can't touch him. You'll scare him. Hi, Harley. Pretty boy. Pretty boy. Huh? Hello. Hello.
Pretty bird?
Pretty boy. Huh? Is you a pretty boy? Huh? Hello.
He's trying to see what's going on here.
Hello. Hello, Harley. Hello. Hello.
Aw. So cute.
So pretty, Harley. I like your collars. Yeah. You're a pretty boy. Yes, you are. You're a pretty boy.
Type of hornbill.
Hornbill from Africa.
Oh, guys, look. What is that down there for? Oh, it's a porcupine.
Porcupine down there, yeah. I didn't even see you. It's hiding. Black squirrel.
Look, Forrest, come here.
We got some pheasants
Forrest, come here, look.
running around.
He's eating a piece of cheese.
Upside down. Eating a piece of cheese. He was right above me. I didn't even notice.
Them are pretty
Cheddar
small.
cheese. He's eating cheddar
Got
cheese.
red and white and black.
Yeah, he's eating a little piece of cheddar
cute.
cheese.
Cheese.
Aww.
He's
He
eating
likes to
cheese.
eat his cheese upside
Oh,
down.
he's so
He's a very special squirrel.
All right, so like I said, we're gonna go have our lunch now, and then we'll film the airboat ride. It's for an hour out in the swamp. Follow us on this adventure. So we're here at the waiting area for the airboat ride, and we'll be taking it shortly. It's an hour airboat ride, and about 20 minutes, and sit back and enjoy it. Water's out there, and where we'll be launching out from out there. And this is like a little staging area where you wait. So follow us on this adventure.
Before we get started, I do have to give you a brief safety speech. So under the front of the boat is we have a first aid kit, bilge pump, paddle, and an anchor. Underneath your seat you have your life jackets. You don't have to wear them, just know where they're at in case we flip this thing over. That's not going to happen. There's always one.
This one.
There was a couple. You also have your hearing protection on the back of your seat. Again, you guys don't have to wear that if you don't want to. I do recommend it though. It does get kind of loud. It's also going to get very windy, so it will help you hold on to your hats, glasses, visors, wigs, toupees, anything else that touches you. You laugh, but you know there's a reason I'm telling you. It's happened.
My cosplay wig.
It might. Well, if you put the headphones on it, it'll probably do all right.
I'm gonna hold my hat, right?
Well, you got a chin strap too,
Yeah.
so that's going to help. 2 fire extinguishers on board, one right here in the front and one in the back. Now, other than you guys, the most important thing on this boat is going to be that orange box underneath my seat back there. Should something happen to me and I can't get you guys back here to the dock, somebody go into that orange box. There is a list of emergency contacts. There's a map of the lake. There's a emergency flares, emergency air horn. Other than that, guys, the only rule we have on the boat is when we're moving, please stay seated. Just too many things we could potentially run into out here. And if you had standing up and we hit something, you're probably going to fall down and get hurt. So we don't want that to happen. Other than that, y'all ready? All right. I'll stay there.
We're getting ready to take our excursion here on the airboat ride. Sit back and enjoy it. And here we go. Off on our adventure. Maybe we'll see some alligators. Picked up some speed here in a few. Love it. I think he might be looking for wildlife nowadays. There's a big crane over here. Big blue heron.
All right, well, while we're here, I'm going to point out a couple of birds to you. This big gray bird off to the right side of the boat is the great blue heron. And if you look straight out, kind of the left to center, way out there is a big tall white bird. Excuse me. That big bird is called the great egret. Now, the blue heron is pretty much found around the world, but what makes those two birds kind of special around here is the fact that they're tied for the #1 spot as being the #1 predator to the alligator. Typically what they'll do is they'll find a nest and they'll eat the eggs. So that's kind of cheating. But now that blue heron, however, is a big enough bird. That when it finds that nest of eggs and they've already hatched and there's a bunch of little baby alligators running around, that bird will eat those baby alligators up. We actually had one walking behind our boat dock up there probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and it had about a 12-inch long alligator in its mouth, getting ready for dinner. So that, based on the size of that alligator, that made that one about a year old. So it's not just the new hatchlings, it's the older ones as well. But they're a big part of the reason those baby alligators only have about a 6% chance of survival. At least until they get to be about 4 feet long or about 4 years of age. Excuse me. Those little baby alligators, if they got out in deep enough water, a largemouth bass will eat them. That blue heron will get them. We have eagles, hawks, owls that will eat them. And then of course the big one's just going to be other alligators in general.
So you wouldn't think alligators had so many predators, but they do. Eating the birds. Birds are the alligators' predators.
Little cypress tree right to our left. The bird sitting on the top of that tree is called an anhinga. It's also referred to as a snake bird because a lot of times when you see it and it's in the water, all you see is that long neck and his long beak. So it looks like a snake moving through the water. Now those birds, typically when you see them, they're either going to be in the water or they're going to be sitting up in a tree or on a fence post somewhere trying to dry out. Now their feathers don't have oil glands like ducks do, so when they come out of the water, they're fully saturated with water, and they have to dry off so they can fly better. Now they're very good swimmers and they are very good flyers, but they are very slow and have a hard time getting out of the water because they are just so loaded full of water. Which is probably why every time I've seen a bird in an alligator's mouth, it's been one of those things because they just can't move fast enough. Get a good look at them because these alligators are hard to find.
See that little alligator
It's
there?
just getting too hot.
Little alligator up there.
Alligator. I'll see him swimming right there.
Yeah. You can stand up if you want.
Okay, Mommy, grab your shoe. Do you see him,
Like
look?
I said, it is getting so hot right now. These Alligators are really hard to find. The big ones, they're out in the middle of the lake. They
Little
sink,
alligator
typically
right
sink
there.
and lay on the bottom of the lake where the cooler water is, so they can cool off a bit. In winter time, it's just the opposite. The alligators will be laying up on the mud, grassy banks and stuff.
It is my favorite. That is Alvin. He is my favorite boy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Although I love all my animals equally, Alvin has my heart. So Alvin, Theodore, and Simon are both from the same litter. My boys are about 1 year and 10 months, give or take. Simon, he's in this little corral for the time being. He was injured. That's why we're just keeping him on observation. Just make sure that my boys and girls are gonna be okay with each other.
And then he'll come to you. There you go.
Come on, Toos. Come on, Thies. Come on, Tallulah. So right there you have Theodore. Right behind Theodore you have Miss Frankie. And then we have Tallulah and Simon.
Kids are enjoying their
So Cappies are the largest living rodent because that name is that rodent-like teeth that they have. Those teeth are constantly growing. They're founded in South America, Everglades of Florida, and Wilbur, Louisiana. The boys and girls that are here in the States ended up escaped from private collector. And once these guys run, these guys get up to speeds of 24, 25 miles per hour. These guys are pretty fast.
Is that all the bigger they get?
So, I just see Miss Frankie, that's the size that my Cappies are gonna get. So she weighs about 135 to 140 pounds.
There
It's a
comes
big girl.
another, of course, he's hungry too.
So Cappies are semi-aquatic. They do have these awesome webbed feet right here, as you can see.
Well, folks, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, animal encounters and the boat ride. My kids loved the encounter with the Cabrera. And until next time, it's been Uncle Jimmy, Jimmy's Train Station Travel Adventures. If you're watching this, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to like and comment things you'd like to see in the future, and please subscribe to my channel. Till next time, it's been Uncle Jimmy. Go out there and have your own adventures and enjoy life. And until next time, goodbye.